Hey guys, hello. Good afternoon, y'all. It's Thursday. It ain't afternoon quite. Yes, it is. Sort of like it's early afternoon, 11:54. How y'all doing today? I did not bring my Sprite. Lord, I'm gonna be thirsty. I got my sandwich, but I need my soda. But I ain't gonna worry about it because I got a Sprite. Y'all, how y'all doing today? Good afternoon. It's so much going on, y'all. So listen, I stopped by the Jersey to the mics. And I'm still gonna do that steak, mushroom, and onion mukbang. Y'all just give me a minute, and then I got me some sun trips, chips right there. Hold on for 1 second, Ashlyn. Can you come in for a minute? Cause I don't even know. I need two things. Hold on, y'all. I need tissue. Can you bring me some tissue out the bathroom? And then can you look on the table? Just you know what? Look on my nightstand, my dresser my nightstand beside my bed, and bring me my water. Water is fine. Y'all, look at my nose. Excuse me, y'all. I'm telling you what, girl, that ain't hardly no water, honey. But I guess it'll do. Thank you. Don't forget to shut the door. If this is your first time here on my channel, my name is Cheryl Grabowski. And, okay, that looked better. Yeah, I do. Ashley, shut the door, boo. I do reaction videos in the mukbang sector here on YouTube. I do mukbangs and reaction videos. Also, I deal with viral topics that are, topics that are going viral. Like I did a video last night, TD Jakes. Maybe I shouldn't have said his whole name. Okay, so welcome. So let's open up this bag, which I ain't gonna eat right now because I'm getting to talking. So we're gonna start this video off reading Eating with Q post that she posted in the community tab. I want to look into that quickly. So I saw it briefly, right? But I want to deal with that with you guys. So okay, she brought me tissue. Okay. So this, y'all, is a chicken Philly, the way that I like it, with jalapenos, banana peppers, extra mayo, a little vinegar, that type stuff. I don't think I told her to put no lettuce on it, but anyway. So, that mayo is good to me. I ate an omelet late last night, y'all, and I got indigestion from, I don't know why, but anyway. So, we're going to read Q's statement, her post that she posted on the community tab. Okay, let me fold this down. Let me slow down and take my time. There's the water right there. And then let me open up the chips. And then let me slide that over. Okay, is that good? And then let's do a thumbnail. Okay, so let us read. So, Eat with Q says, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually tired. I'm not in high school, and I'm not a child. That's what she's saying. She says she's tired all the way around, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. She's just tired. Well, that's interesting to me because she's still been engaging. You know, she was just over there in Amina's chat. Now, some people have opted to believe that it's somebody else imitating her, but it's probably her. I am not a child. Well, As far as as far as the age, her physical age, 30 something, she's not a child. But the way that she moves is very childlike. I didn't start this. There we go. There we go. Almost at the beginning, at the top of the post, there was a green unicorn somewhere, or an orange one. There was a purple baboon. There is a some type of ostrich with all kind of colors that started this, but it certainly wasn't me. Zero accountability. Okay, let's go on. I didn't call a random stranger on YouTube to talk about someone and expose them. I didn't do that. That's what she's saying. That's not what I did. Blame shifting. Very narcissistic. Zero accountability. Very narcissistic. Amina did that. I didn't do anything. Here she go again. I didn't talk to anyone about you in the past. I didn't do that. I've not done anything. I left you and everyone else in the dust 2 years ago. Shade. I don't care anything about you. I don't care about you at all. Like 2 years ago, I hadn't spoke to you since. It's becoming weird and obsessive. This is why mental health is so important. Well, the first thing that we learn when we go into therapy, ma'am, is not to focus on others and what they have done. But the first line or the first thing or the essential thing when it comes to introspection and mental health is to look at you. What have you done? That's the first thing, so you know nothing about mental health. Nothing. So this is why mental health is so important. Congratulations. Here she goes with the sarcasm. Exclamation point. You did your big one. You know, everybody on social media says that now. You did your big one. And everything is still perfect on all platforms. So you did your big one and nothing, I've not been impacted at all. This is not hurting me at all. Lies. Now this is gaslighting. Guys, that's not true. You're hurting. Trust and believe. Because you started at the beginning of this post saying you're tired. Okay? My supporters love me and so do my haters. Well, why don't you just say that you love your supporters? You old taker. Why is it all about you all the time? My supporters love me and so do my haters. There won't be any shade going forward because you won't exist to me. I'm going to discard you and throw you in the trash like you never existed. Very narcissistic again. Girl, you coming, you know, all the 5 or 6 things that all narcissists do at the beginning of the list. You got it right here in this post. I'm leaving you in the dust again. I'm beating you. I'm winning. I'm better than you. You're nothing. I'm great. You're not. I hope you got what you were looking for. Did y'all hear that? Zero accountability. Blame shifting. It's what everybody else has done. It's not nothing. She makes herself accountable in no way at all. So I thought that would be interesting. And I wanted you guys to hear that. Also, we're going to go over to y'all. And I was going to do a live and I might do a live later on about this video. So we're going to go over to Jasmine Way. And we're going to, while I eat this sandwich, we're going to listen to some of what she said. This is part 6, truth, response to the leader. She's calling me the leader of Surviving Eat with Q, Miss CG. And then she puts a hand up. Hey, so Let's listen.
Their platform, Intercom's platform, the complete customer service platform. Learn more at intercom.com.
Listen up, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how to grab $16,000 right now for free. But I'm betting most of y'all won't even try because you're just plain lazy. They got.
Okay.
You compared this situation with Whitney Houston and even Michael Jackson as far as surviving with Q or a cyber book.
I must have fell asleep.
Cheryl is the type to me that if you in a classroom, let's say a college classroom setting, she that type that will keep challenging the professor on everything he say because she's the type that thinks she know more than the professor, which in cases people do know more than the professor. But the thing about Cheryl is she cannot humble herself to listen to others. Hi everybody, welcome to Jasmine Way.
All right, we're gonna start from the beginning, Jasmine Way. Who is it? Let's do a thumbnail. Who is it did you feel like I need to humble myself to? UP? Q? Is that who you think I ain't seen nobody I need to humble myself to. Let's go.
To this channel, please consider subscribing to it. Also, make sure to like, comment, and hit the notification button so you'll be notified each and every time we upload a new video. So, sure, you said a lot in your video. You said a lot. And, you a couple of little my way, but it's fine. I'm a big girl, unlike, I guess, what you think I am, because you said that your channel is for the, well, not your channel, but the material that you're covering now is for the big girls. You know what I'm saying? But really what you are is the leader of your so-called movement, Surviving Eat with Q. Now, maybe you didn't directly say that, but your followers, some of your followers have deemed this movement as that, and you are the leader of that movement. But the leader, this movement, everyone, is a movement against a YouTuber by the name of Eat with Q. But Eat with Q has a big platform, over 500, maybe 600K. And Cheryl has linked up, well, Eat with Q's former friend, I want to even maybe say associate at this point, contacted Cheryl with some tea she wanted to spill on Eat with Q. And this lady, Amina, her name's Amina if I haven't said it. And Amina hasn't even talked to Eat with Q for 2 years, even though she's trying to say that Eat with Q has been harassing her, et cetera, which I don't believe is true, because I don't believe this woman has time to harass someone she doesn't even talk to in real life within these past 2 years. And Eat with Q is in Nigeria with her husband, Mr. Feberizima. And Eat with Q is a Black American, and she moved to Africa to be with her husband. I just don't think this girl got the time to be harassing somebody that she don't even talk to. So make that make sense for me personally. The Q movement has come about because people feel that they have the right to hold Eat with Q accountable for all of the years that she has done wrong in their eyesight to individuals in real life and on YouTube. Such as people keep referring back to B Love situation that Eat with Q had, even though B Love has forgiven Eat with Q with this, but the rest of them want to keep holding this over her head. This movement is a cyberbullying movement, if you want to ask me the truth. And so, Cheryl, you and your co-lead or co-partner, Imani, are bullies at this point. And people say, oh, well, you didn't call Eat with Q a bully when she was attacking people, did this or that, down this. This lady has asked you all to leave her alone. And when she has...
You just gleaned right over that, ma'am. Miss Jasmine. You gleaned right over that. This is the thing, Jasmine. I had no idea that you were that linked in with UPQ and Dion. I had no idea that you were that pressed or impressed with them. I had no idea. That is not how you present it. I'm baffled at this point because That is not how you present it. That's all I'm saying. Now, you got mad when they said for you that you're a flip-flopper. But I wouldn't call you a flip-flopper. I would just say that you held your true intentions. That's what I would say. I feel like that you have shopped around on different content creators platforms, shopped around for tools and tactics and things that you could do or use to build your platform. And I ain't mad with you for it. It was very strategic. But you have certainly let us know where you stand with your opinion about this Eating with Q situation. Like I said, this situation is about 3 weeks old. It's about 3 weeks old. And we're not going to do that. Q and her cult leader auntie has been making a muck in these YouTube streets for years. For years, not 3 weeks. It's the difference.
She responded out the fact of Amina and Cheryl bringing some accusations, claims about her character traits that are not so beautiful. Okay, so anybody probably kind of have a response to that. And I'm talking about the Amina Cheryl versus Eat with Q situation. Let me get back into this. So, I said that this is a bullying movement because it is. Now, Cheryl is the type, to me, that if you in a classroom, let's say a college classroom setting, she that type that will keep challenging the professor on everything he say because she's the type that thinks she know more than the professor, which in cases people do know more than the professor. But the thing about Cheryl is she cannot humble herself to listen to others' thoughts and opinions. Even her own subscribers, they can't.
That's not true. I encourage you, Lil Tink. When you did that video, you said you're scared of connection rejection, me and UP. I told you not to be scared of me. I told you speak your piece and say what you want to say when it comes to me. You can talk about your perspective, which you've been doing that. And then I have something to say about what you've been saying. And now other people do too, because they've had interactions with you. You've been on everybody's panels. Panel life for me is brand new. It's been about 3 weeks for me. The ones that you guys are saying that I'm a bully and a villain. My bully villain life has been about 3 weeks old. Other than the videos that I did on Q about 10, 11 months ago. And maybe a couple in between. 4 months ago, when I initially introduced you guys to my source. But other than that, it's been 3 weeks. But you've been all over YouTube. You've been making friends with Truth Hurts and Money Boy Trey. The young lady that did the video the other day, you've been making friends with her. Girl, you all over the place. And I'm not saying that you can't be, but I'm saying, I'm saying your history matters in this situation. Let's keep listening.
Be free thinkers. She tells them to be free thinkers. But if they're not thinking like her, it's a problem.
That's not true.
And it's evidence out there, in these YouTube streets to show that. With one of her former subscribers by the name of Blue being kind of exiled out of the deep laners because she differed from opinions with Cheryl. But see, Cheryl say...
It's not that. Let's get this popping since we going there. On this Thursday. Well, first of all, Blue problem is that she's not as cute as me. That's the first thing. She don't have enough swag. She just ain't got it. She be trying to have it, but she don't. No shame, no shame. But let me tell you, and I don't have to share this information, but I think it's important. It's not that I didn't notice this alone. There were other people who noticed it. I told y'all I got family members. My spiritual mentor is around. Y'all don't know who she is. I might introduce you guys to her eventually. But Blue was trying to undermine me in my own chat. She was suggesting things without coming out directly and saying what she wanted to say. At the same time, I saw that. Y'all know that I am not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I'm one of the sharper knives. You understand what I'm saying? Blue, you cannot do that. You got a splendor underneath your toenail because you're mad that I saw that you were trying to sabotage my chat. You obviously are over on YouTube's channel. You didn't like me either, Blue. You shop around in chats, doing the same thing that Jasmine Way does. I've been doing it I've been in panel lives for about 3 weeks. Because y'all know the statement that I made in the beginning. I didn't like panels. Because it's the fighting for me, you know. But on YouTube, this is part of the machine. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm flexible, since you guys are saying that I am not. And that I'm the type of person that'll challenge the professor, which I would. and all of this and all of that. Let me tell you something, Jasmine Way, and you can pick this up from me and you can use it. And actually, this engagement with me is going to make you a better YouTuber. Okay? When it comes to how things work, okay? Because what you've been doing, your technique is to flatter, but hold your real opinion of the people that you are flattering, okay? But Money Boy Trey said last night, he said he see you, and you know the other stuff that he said to you. So, you know, it's cool, but, you know, I ain't gonna bring the hammer down on you. Not the whole hammer. Something sort of like a hammer, but not quite. But Blue, yeah, she had to go. And as you see now, she's one of the main minions in UP chat. And this is the thing, as a content creator, because I've seen you guys do it. I've seen the panel people do it a lot. I've seen Truth Hurts do it. When she's decided that certain people got to go. Well, see, that's any CEO, or because, you know, I am a businesswoman, or any type of person that's been in leadership. You understand what I'm saying? This is not the position of the employee, but this is more like the CEO or the employer. Sometimes you have to fire people.
One thing, but then she ain't acting on what she's saying, because she says she wants y'all to be thinkers, but no, she don't. She wants you all to be followers. And that's what I want to get into now, breaking down bystanders of bullying. Okay? You got 3 types. You got the defender, the protector against bullying, and I am looking at notes, and I know Cheryl has said before in videos she don't have to look at notes. Well, I ain't got no problem saying I look at notes to refer to things while I'm speaking. And I'm not trying to comfort you. I love you, but I'm gonna keep it 100 on this video.
Well, let me tell you something. This is what I challenge you to do. I want you to keep it 100 from this day forward. Don't go back in your cave. Because, see, we got to know how to deal with you. So I just want you to always, from this day forward, to keep it 100. Don't go back to doing the other thing that you were doing, because those are 2 different things. I just want you to know that your brain is braining when it comes to these 2 different things. But go ahead.
The defender, the protector against bullying, the bystander, that person that shelters the behavior, and they might not say no, but they're not speaking against it, and the reinforcer gives the bully positive feedback, encouragement, and strengthens the bully aggressive behavior against the victim. So Cheryl's subscribers, you know, and I'm not talking about all of you all this or that, but some of you all are reinforcing this bullying behavior, because all you do.
Some of the people in the chat see through the bull crap. Some of the people in the chat are intuitive There are a lot of people in the chat who are well versed in life, which I don't think that you are, Jasmine. And some of the people in the chat know exactly what's going on. So then they leave their comment, and that's what's going on. It's the interaction. It's what YouTube encourages us to do. That's what's going on in the chat.
You're encouraging it versus speaking your truth, because in actuality, you're being bullied by the person you're subscribed to. Because you know that if you speak your truth, it's going to be a problem with Cheryl. Because you got to think like Cheryl, walk like Cheryl, and do what Cheryl tell you to do, or it's a problem.
Well,
you see,
there's a like-mindedness that occurs. Like me, the lead attorney in Atlanta. I love the lead. That's my dude. He's certainly one of the sharpest knives in the drawer. You know, there are lots of people that I follow, talk to, interact with, and deal with, ma'am. So, you tried it.
and that I'm going to give them about as much mercy
That's right.
as God gave Lucifer.
Yeah.
You said in your video, I dealt as if I dealt a lot with bringing the church in this, bringing that in this. You spoke.
We all know that you played a good girl, the little Christian woman. You said one time in one of your videos, that you had gone on a sabbatical in a way, that you need to get yourself straightened out. You're always mentioning your faith, your convictions, your heart. That's what you do, Jasmine. It's coming across, you're not being able to look into yourself, but it's okay because it's a skill set, and that's why I'm here on YouTube to show you how to do that.
More about God and the church in your video than I did. I said one thing about God in my video.
You said plenty of things.
The person that was perfect was Jesus. In no other way, shape, or form.
You make those comments all the time, though.
God in that video. And let me make this very clear. I am a believer. Okay?
I know that already.
Clear. You said I think with my heart and not my brain. But you also said, what did you say? You said my heart don't rule me and my brain don't tell me what to do.
Right.
So you said I think with my heart but not my brain, or I'm not thinking intellectually. To think intellectually is to use your brain, Cheryl. I use both, and I'm glad I'm able to use both because of the fact I have empathy for others, in which I seem to think you lack.
Okay, so Triple Head Goddess came out and called me a dark empath. And she's the most unsophisticated, dirty mouth, trash can talking person on YouTube that I've ever seen. Her and the cult auntie, they running neck to neck. Okay, so with Jasmine Way, that's her girl. So empathy. Q don't need my empathy. Q need to be corrected. Q don't need coddling. In my opinion, you can't coddle a narcissist. Some people go to therapy to learn how to turn empathy off because they just have too much empathy. When you have too much empathy, a lot of times you end up sick because you're a chronic people pleaser, a codependent. And people have walked over you in your lifetime and used you for your good energy and your good heart. People go to therapy, especially trauma therapy, CPTSD, the childhood trauma side of it, to learn how, because the narcissist, listen, let's get into it. The narcissist can't feed off of anybody. The narc and the empath, and some people say, Cheryl, stop it. Listen, people who have highly narcissistic traits feed off of, and which they lack empathy, right? Big time. They feed off of real, real sweet and kind folks, especially in a romantic relationship. Narc ain't marrying anybody. He gonna hold with you, but he ain't gonna marry you. He need him a good old people-pleasing, codependent empath. Okay? Cheryl Grabowski has a lack of empathy. She don't have empathy for Q. At this time, we're not dealing with empathy. We're dealing with accountability. Those are two different things. Somebody say, Cheryl, well, she's a wounded soul. Well, she's going to use your empathy to allow her to keep wounding other souls. It's a horrible dance. You really do have to make a decision and turn your empathy off. Now, my name is Cheryl Grabowski, and welcome to my channel, because over here we talk about narcissistic abuse a lot. We talk about narcissists, high narcissistic traits, and all of that stuff. So here, I'm on YouTube right now, and I've been covering this content creator, and her channel is called Eating with Q. Eat with Q. And she's run amok in these YouTube streets. And I've been heavily talking about it, along with her ex-friend, Miss Amina, who introduced herself to me. And we've been talking about her interaction as well with Q. This is the big story about how she was her friend and how this woman eating with Q, how she's on YouTube with this wonderful facade. But meanwhile, in real life, she's doing the damnedest things to Amina. You know, at this point, Q's character comes into play. We learned that she's a manipulator. We learned that she's a liar. There are tons of people on YouTube who identify her as a narcissist. At first, I didn't know what was going on. And so this thing has been evolving for the last 11 months. And so it's and the way, the intensity of it now is not what it was 6 months ago. And then 4 or 5 months before that, it literally has been evolving. And so now we're at the place where Amina showed up with many receipts, many receipts. And they gaslight the ones who are Team Q. I wish they were just Team Right. I wish they were just Team Honesty, Team Transparency, Team Take the blinders off, Team Hold her accountable, but they're not. Now, all of these Black women, for the most part, and I welcome the Caucasian women on my channel. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I see y'all done came in the building. Yes. Now you guys are saying, they are saying, this is not what I'm saying. Cheryl, leave her alone. She all right. She got 600,000 subscribers. She's not the worst person in the world. Cheryl, we're looking at you because you won't leave her alone. You're a dark empath. You are suffering. You don't have empathy. My whole life is about my empathy, girl. Y'all, you don't know. You know, you're not my spiritual mentor that I've been knowing for 30 years. You're not. You're not around here. You don't know what's going on, baby. The things that I've done, Q would never do. Q is over there in Africa by herself. She ain't even got a child or a chick to pull behind her. It's all about Q. It's what Q wants. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but that ain't nobody with no empathy. That's somebody that is critically selfish and do what they want to do, no matter what. Y'all don't know anything about empathy. I've raised 4 children and a niece and a nephew too. That's 6 kids. I've been wonderful supply for 2 husbands. I have the ability to regulate people's emotions. I could let it go with Q. I have a conversation with Q. When you listen to me, I have audio of you hearing the empathy that I had for Q. Now you guys know me better. So that was like about 4 months ago. Now you guys know me better, right? Now you know me as the villain Cheryl, the lack of empathy Cheryl. But the one that was on the iPad is the one who was full of empathy, who said to Q, we're going to let this go because, you're crying and, this is just too much emotionally. So for that reason, my empathy, and I told y'all that then, I'm going to let it go because of that. But by the time I closed my iPad and walked in my living room, there was the most horrendous threat to my life. In my opinion, it had to be Q or the mother. So while she had me on the iPad back there with the empathy part, and I was going to let it go because I do have the capacity to love. Okay. I have a whole lot of capacity. Right. And so then on the back end, then she comes to threaten me. And that's when I realized that I was manipulated, or that she was attempting to manipulate me like I've seen in the YouTube streets when she manipulated others. And oh, what a fury. Because if you do your research, especially when you go into therapy, you can turn that empathy off. Empaths kicks asses. Let me tell you, there's a difference. Let me tell you about this. For the ones who won't comment and who are in the bushes and who listen to this because you find value in the content, let me tell you about this. And some of you guys may already know. And if you do, just, I don't know, do something in the comment section. Let me know. So, the worst thing in the world for a narcissist is an empath who knows how to cut their empathy off. The worst thing in the world for a narcissist, hence Q, is an empath who knows how to cut their empathy off and hold them accountable. No mercy. I said it yesterday. I'm saying it again. No mercy. Not here. There are plenty people on YouTube who are coddling and licking. And we're not doing that over here. Miss Jasmine Way.
Empathy. You lack empathy, and that's why you're okay with being the leader of this Survive and Eat with Q movement. That
And me not having the empathy for Q at this time is a choice. It's a choice. Because I told you, my heart don't rule me, I rule it. And my brain don't tell me what to do, what it does. It tells me lots of things, but there's a system. There's a system above that reboots everything. That's consciousness. But you don't know nothing about that because you're too much of a church girl. You got to, there's another level.
in actuality, a cyberbullying movement. Let me make this very clear. When Cheryl got contacted by Amina and I Eat with Q contacted her, and I believe they had a conversation, and Eat with Q asked her kind of not to come out with this stuff, this and that, kind of pleaded with her. And then, Cheryl ended up coming out with it. Some people were challenging her about it, and she took the dare, and she came out with it. She asked you not to do this. And she personally has not done anything. So you claim she's coming to your comment section, but I'm sure it's because you were doing commentary on her.
So when I say something, it's not real. But when I say that Q has done something, then you say I claim. Jasmine Way, you're not a good reporter, okay? You're not sticking to the facts. Go ahead on, girl.
Something in regards about her as to why she did. Amina hasn't been around this girl in 2 years, and she's throwing all of these accusations out about this woman's character, and this lady has asked her to stop. Yes, she did come back at Amina.
So Amina herself physically haven't been around her in 2 years, but Amina knows people, the men's that have been around her. So it's technically not been 2 years. Like, she still knows how she's been moving. We told you guys that you're not dealing with all the cards on the table. Y'all are choosing not to see. You got 10 cards on the table. You're focusing on 4 cards. There's 6 more cards on the table. Okay?
You all, in my opinion, started attacking her. And I'm speaking about Amina and Q versus Equal Q right now. You said your channel is not for everyone, and you're absolutely right. It's not for everyone. You know, because I'm sorry, I'm not a follower. I ain't never been a follower. And if a person don't let me be a free thinker, I can't ride with that team. I just can't. You told me that I process.
Jasmine, listen, I never said that you couldn't be a free thinker. I encourage you to do that. I have it on the video. When I told you to do your commentary. And again, today, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying, we're engaging. That's what we're doing. So congratulations that you got to the level that you can do this. Okay? So carry on.
Too many things, because everybody know I watch everybody. I listen to everybody's everybody's opinions and how they view and see things. But a true scholar, and you said that your channel is an educational channel.
Yes.
Channel, meaning that you are supposed to be deemed a scholar of study.
No. You can do this all you want to. Nobody says that Cheryl Grabowski is a scholar. What I told you is that I've been doing this for 4 years. That while other people are doing what they do on YouTube, on panels at night, I'm in my bedroom with the television off, and I am researching. And I'm steadfast at it too. I told you that in my life, through me, through my words, my introspection, my influence, my power, that other people have gone to introspecting themselves. They've either called someone, a therapist or coach. They've done their work. They're engaging, they're learning about their inner world. That's what I told you. Hence, I came to YouTube to do the same thing. And people are telling me, and you guys are so jealous. Because at the end of the day, what's going on in the comment section is absolutely beautiful. When people tell you, oh, Cheryl, because this is an educational channel, I learned so much from you. And one lady told me the other day in the comment section, because a lot of people say certain things, I've gone into therapy because of you. So Jasmine, you can say what you want to, honey. That is music to my ears. That's what I want. And when I had the conversation with Q, I told Q, that's what I wanted. She said, oh, I can help you build your channel. I said, no, I just want you to come and learn from the channel. I'm trying to help you.
And you've admitted to watching various videos on narcissism, but yet you criticize me on watching videos saying that I'm processing things and don't know how to take things in.
Not only do I watch videos on narcissism, I went into a program and did the work day by day, month by month, a year and something, which was a long time. While I was doing my work with my coach, I was doing my own personal research at the same time. Okay? My children are grown. I don't have small kids. Right? So I've been doing hair for 35 years. So I do hair pretty much 3 days a week, and that's it. And so all those other days, and plus the evening, I was at home by myself. No one lived here but me, ma'am. So I put a lot of time, hours, and energy into this information. Plus I did my own personal work. Have you done that? Or did you just get on the internet and look up the word narcissism and empath? Did you go to TikTok? Like, what have you done? So I can have this conversation with anyone who's had a level of introspection, ma'am, and I do. Like I told y'all, my State Farm agent, the person at the bank, you know what I'm saying? Different people, like we talk. Like I can converse with anybody about this subject. Anyone. I can, but you can't. And neither can Triple Head either. There would be a ceiling. I can't.
And et cetera, which is ludicrous and not true. I take in various perspectives, and I also internalize my own thoughts about situations and put all things together to say,
okay, so
this does make sense.
So if you were doing that, then why can't you just be yourself? Because contrary to what you might believe, I saw that bad girl in you. I've been seeing it. There was a young lady in your comment section said that she's not seen that kind of fire in you. Miss Ma'am, I put it there. Yeah, I've been tugging on it. And I'm going to say that out loud, Jasmine. And you can go ahead and tell me thank you. You can go ahead and tell me thank you. Because they haven't seen that. But see, I saw it. I could see like that, though. Yeah, keep it up.
This makes sense with what I'm thinking, and this makes sense with what this person's thoughts are in regards to how they perceive things because of the evidence that they have seen or are using to come to their conclusion on a situation.
Are you looking to sell your house fast? The Cash Offer Pros can
Y'all,
give you an offer
honey.
within 24 hours.
You compare this situation with Whitney Houston and even Michael Jackson as far as surviving Eat with Q or this campaign that you all have started.
Well, technically, I don't say survive and eat with Q. I don't know who started that or where that came from, but that ain't me. I don't say that. I don't know who said that. I don't know.
About Eat with Q on this platform. And you said that someone on Q team needs to tell her the truth. We're not going to stand by like people did for Whitney Houston and allow her to kill herself and use drugs and this and that. First of all,
No.
Eat with Q and Whitney is like comparing apples and oranges. It's not.
See, Jasmine, there we go again. There we go again. There we go. The comparison is about having this person, and then this person has a team of people who are just like Ray J. And I've been saying it for years, so let's slow it down. Let's get into it. That's why I did this video, y'all, and didn't do it live. So just like Ray J and Brandy and what's that girl name? Kelly Price. Everybody is Ray J dating her. They all getting together. They getting drunk and high. They doing the most. They know that Whitney Houston got a drug problem. They know. They probably watch her snort the drug. She's on television telling people that she's not doing it. Of course, we know that she was doing it. So I'm making the comparison. I'm not talking about that. See, Jasmine, there we go again. I'm not talking about that Q is on drugs. It's not the drugs that I'm talking about. I'm talking about you guys, the toxic aunt. I'm talking about Dion. I'm talking about triple-headed goddess and you and other people over there who are saying, oh, she's just fine. There's nothing wrong. Keep on doing what you're doing. I'm talking about that. You guys, according to my level of introspection, my intuition, what I know, you guys are the biggest hindrance to her. That's what I'm talking about.
Same comparison at all in any way, shape, or form. Whitney Houston truly did have an addiction to drugs. From what I can...
When Whitney Houston had mental problems and underlined, unaddressed... girl, hold on, let me get myself together. Whitney Houston needed trauma therapy, the same kind I had. That's what Q need too, and maybe even you. Michael Jackson needed the same damn thing. But they had people around you guys saying that they don't, or that they didn't. Q needed too. And maybe even you.
See, I don't know Q personally. Q has no drug addiction from what I can see. And she stated that she doesn't have any type of drug addiction. She admitted to drinking at one point in her life, but that was that. And once again, like I said, you all keep you, the leader, and those that are the...
Thank you, Jasmine, for identifying that I'm a leader. I'm glad that you were able to see into that part.
bystanders and reinforcers of this bullying continuously keep throwing stones at this woman about her past. And also, you keep saying somebody else.
It's not her past. She's still doing it. It's not her past. She's still lying and pretending and living in a facade. It's not her past.
With Q's team should tell her the truth, and as if you're trying to help with Q and tell her the truth. You're not a part of Q's team. Q didn't act.
I'm a part of YouTube. I'm in business with YouTube just like Q. Just like you. I'm in the sector. YouTube put me here. That's enough.
You for help. She didn't ask you to be on her team. And
let me ask you a question, Jasmine. Did she call your phone? Could you get her attention? No.
you're linked with someone who's trying to tear her down, which is Amina. So you're not here to help Q. What you are here to do is to judge her. What you are here to do is to use her to build your platform. And that's just what it is, Cheryl.
So are you judging me? And are you using Cheryl G? Because I'm trending in the mukbang sector right now. I go to my iPad and I see my name everywhere. Are you using me to do your to grow your platform? But see, I'm not like Q. I encourage it. Go ahead and do it. Let me see what you got.
That's what it is. And I think you're a very beautiful lady.
Thank you.
You know, physically, you know what I'm saying? I think you even are beautiful in the inside, but I think that you need to do some self-evaluation on yourself as opposed to evaluating Eat with Q. You know, everything in your world is not perfect. Everything in my world is.
Now, Jasmine, there you go again. I do look into myself all the time. I do. I just got off this phone this morning with my spiritual mentor, and I was on the phone last night with my coach. I have checks and balances. I do. That's my life, looking into myself. You know, sometimes I withdraw from situations because I know that I'm going to be triggered. And so then I choose to not be a part of that thing because I don't want no emotional outbursts because, you know, all of us have triggers. So I have my own triggers. You know what I mean? I ain't going to tell you what they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I have them. And no, I wouldn't dare say that anyone is perfect. That is crazy. That's a fantasy. That's like Disney, just television. You know, this is not television. Well, I'm on television, but this is not television. So no, I already know that.
Not perfect. You speak a lot about church folks, and you know that I'm from the Pentecostal church as well.
No, I didn't know that.
In a non-denominational church, but I grew up Pentecostal.
No, I didn't know that.
And you know that because you watch.
No, I didn't know about the Pentecostal.
you speak a lot about the church. You use the Bible when you want to, but then you speak against the Bible when you want to.
I'm using the Bible because I know that's what you guys are into. And since I know it the way that you guys do, then yes, I use it. Because when you see people, because I told you that the Bible couldn't be authenticated. I did tell you that. And all scholars know that, right? But when you see people, which is sort of like the cognitive dissonance, it's when people believe something, but they're doing opposite of that thing that they believe. Like, for instance, Jake's, like the video I did last night, standing in the pulpit saying that Carlton Pearson went another route when he deviated from his ideas about same-gender loving people and hell being real. T.D. Jakes is talking about Carlton doing that and being a heretic, and saying that Carlton went this way and then he went that way. Well, what way did you go? Because you are, let me say allegedly by this, but they are alleging, and this morning I think somebody's supposed to file paperwork, his lover, with receipts and everything. But he's saying that he believes that the Bible is the authentic word of God. And then you're dealing with, everybody already know, Jasmine, that the story of Lot and his wife and all of that stuff, and how the men wanted to lay with the angels, and then God said that it's an abomination and all of that. That's the literal word. That's literally what it's saying. So, Jakes, how can you rep the Bible and get on Carlton Pearson for not believing in hell when you believe that the Bible is authentic, but you same gender loving, but you present as a heterosexual man? That's the cognitive dissonance. That's that conflict, Jasmine. So you need to listen to my videos a little bit more carefully so that you'll know what I mean by what I say.
You have a problem with Christians, and you have a problem evidently with the
Some
church,
Christians.
which is fine. The one thing about God gives us choice. He gives us choice to believe or not to believe, and also God is a forgiving God, and you know a lot about the Bible too, and you know about that story about Jesus Christ saying, who, if you are without sin, be the first to throw the stone. You know what I'm saying? And some people can say, well, you throwing stones yourself right now, Kim, which, I have not proclaimed to be perfect on this platform, nor do I be on this channel preaching to people day and night and day. That's not what I do on the channel, but I am a believer in Christ. I am a believer in the Trinity, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm always going to stand by that. My upbringing, my teachings, my beliefs have made me who I am today. So, Cheryl, on that note, that's really all I have to say. I just think that you can do better than you're doing as far as with content. I've always told you I believed you would have a big channel, and I still believe that. But I don't think you should build it off of the backside of Eat with Q. There's plenty of other ways to go about building your channel, and you wanted to deal with narcissism, but you don't have to do it with Q. Someone.
Okay, so I get you, Jasmine. I understand where you're coming from. And I've heard this before in the last 2 weeks from other people. And you guys are basically saying, Cheryl, you are being mean. You are coming down too hard. She's young. She's not perfect. She's made mistakes. So have you. This, guys, this is what y'all are saying. You can't, she's a black woman. She's trying to be successful. Just let it go. Don't continue to do this. We're going to try to deter you by saying that your image, like you don't have empathy, and just take your foot off her neck, take your foot off the gas pedal, and just let her dwindle into the sunset. I can't do that. Why would I do that? I'm not doing it. This is an ongoing story. You guys, Jasmine Way and Triple Head Goddess, y'all don't know whether or not that marriage is even real. This is my thing about life. I'm gonna tell you this right here, because I'm 53, so I've seen this. Dude, I've been here long enough in this world to see the middle of some people's lives, and then I've been here long enough to see the end. I'm not old enough to have seen the beginning of it, but the middle and the end. So somewhere in the middle, I made an assessment in my mind about different people that I have dealt with over time. And I called it. I didn't say anything out loud, but I called certain things that I saw. So over the years, at the end of the story, it ended exactly the way that I said it would end. We started this video by reading the post that she posted on her community wall. There is zero accountability in that post that told me there is no change. She went on to blame Amina for everything. That tells me there is no change. Then she went on to put herself on a pedestal and to bring Amina down to nothing. That tells me there is no change. Then she went on to shade and to show that nasty sarcasm, just like she talked about the babies, her buying clothes and stuff for the twins, and her paying the mortgage for the tiny house, this house, and her buying the casket for Truth Hurt's significant other. And that was only about 14 days ago. This is not her past. This is her now. The post just showed me that. It's her post, not mine. Those are her words, not mine. I didn't post that. I'm able to look at the post because I know about the inner world, right? I know how to look at the words and the actions and the deeds of a person to build what's really going on with that person. See, I have that skill. You guys don't have it. You don't have that. So what you're doing is you're trying to figure out what manner of person I am. But until you've had a level of introspection, until you go into the deepest rhythms and regions of your soul, you won't be able to find me. Because you got to go into the darkness to figure out how the fuck I know what I know. Now, let me tell you something, Jasmine. In real life, I told you to do your commentary and evolve as a content creator. But I'm telling you, this is not the right lane. My lane is not the right lane for you. You know what I mean? It's the right lane for you to glean into, but it's not the right lane for you to challenge, because you can't see what I see. You don't hear what I hear, and you don't know what I know. And that's the truth. Anybody can see that. Anybody, you know? So that post that she posted is a picture. That's the same Quincy. That's the one that's always been there. That's the one that runs amok in the street. That's the one that's in the chats and say the damnedest things. But she didn't even say that in the chat. She said that in right in front of us, in a live on her channel, paying mortgages for tiny houses. This is not a tiny house. She didn't put no clothes on Scylla's children back. And Truth Hurts just did her video. She didn't buy Tony a casket. But the casket remark shows a lack of empathy. Jasmine, since you want to be biased and you want to have blinders on, but see, I ain't got no blinders on my eyes. I can see. The casket remarks was the lack of empathy. Yeah. That qualifies. When you speak on death, someone's loved one, and you know emotionally, the emotional intelligence piece, when you know that they're dealing with the emotions of grief, when you know that they are wounded, they are not like themselves, when you know that when you make an assessment that they're probably emotionally dysregulated. But Truth has been in therapy before, and now this is another layer of therapy for her, and it was enough to shield her from that which Q decided to do in front of everybody. And then you guys say, Cheryl Grabowski, leave her alone. But she just made the statement. It's only about 14 days old. It's about as long as I've been talking on this level, because this is a level of introspection. This is me looking into a person and a situation. So as the people that are here on my channel, and by the way, welcome to all you new subscribers. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I have a stellar look into things on another level, right? On another level. Okay, for you guys, and especially for the new guys, and because the old people already know, you guys are going to watch me in real life and in color, show you guys the real versus the facade. Because we're moving into the era of Aquarius anyway. And people, Jasmine Way, people like you and Triple Head Goddess, y'all better you better get it together. You better get it together, because y'all falling behind. You falling behind. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep on saying Beloved forgave her, right? But Beloved got a lot. She got a lot on the table. You see what I'm saying? If I was her with what she had and where she was in life and what she was doing and what was manifesting in her life, I would have done the same thing. Because, you know what I'm saying, you can get ready to mess with my money. But see, I'm not Beloved. I'm where I am on my channel. You know, this is the real. We're going to keep it real. Okay? This is not a hobby. This is my platform. I absolutely love it. My intentions is to do what I need to do all across the board, and so that I can manifest what I want, Jasmine. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Okay, because she tried it. And at the end of the day, you got to know how to laugh, honey. You got to know how to laugh, okay? Because laughter is good to the soul. After you indulge in negative energy, honey, and see, my thing is this here. I wasn't saying comparing her to Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston as it relates to drugs. And I don't know how your brain went to braining with that, Jasmine. It wasn't that. It was having a circle of people around her that are no good for her and not able to speak into the places that she need. Okay? But anyway, I'll see y'all on the next video. And for you guys who didn't get a chance to look at the video I did last night about, Larry Reid Live and the Jake situation, y'all go look at it, because it's something else. And he says, Larry Reid is saying that when he comes back to do another video about this, he will be coming saying that paperwork has been filed and this is what's going on. And then another thing he said about that situation, he told them, he said, if you think that Eddie Long situation was the biggest scandal, this has the potential to be way bigger, way worse than the Eddie Long situation, because you are dealing with multiple players all over the country that are in this SEG circle. And those are pastors, and they're same gender lovers, and then there are female pastors and prophetesses with their female lovers, and then all the pastors and the lovers are in a circle, and they rotate them around and around, and they pass the puss, as Larry Reid said, in the bread baskets. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs, because at the end of the day, we know that our brain be braining, and everybody need to work on their own mental health profile. It's important. Mental health awareness is important. Okay? I love y'all to pieces. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.